Hi guys, I'm going to read you a piece here that was in the Metro yesterday, the metro.co.uk. This is from Sunday the 11th of October 2015 and it's entitled "Courts Could Make It Illegal to Question Climate Change." Now first of all, many of us have been questioning climate change for many years now, especially those who are interested in the methods of how they can control the weather, i.e. geoengineering, and also with the use of HAARP. If you're not aware of these two things, then you do need to look into them. Now this piece here on the Metro is talking about taking this situation to the court. So here it says, a group of top judges have allegedly met to plot how they can ban anyone denying the truth of climate change. Senior legal eagles from across the world met at the UK Supreme Court last month to discuss how they could deal with global warming, arguably a massive issue facing the world today. Now the way this piece is written, it's telling you that it's going to be illegal to question this, whilst also, drumming it home that it's a real situation, it's a really bad situation that needs to be dealt with whilst they're making this situation happen. So there's always double talk in mainstream media, as we all know. So they're telling us it's a bad situation, things need to be done about it, whilst at the same time they themselves are instigating the changes that we're seeing. Right, let's carry on with this piece. Only according to the Telegraph, they dispute the word arguably. They think claiming climate change doesn't exist or isn't caused by humans is irresponsible because the science is strong enough to be settled. Right, so they're trying to blame humans for the change in climate change. Guys, we're not up there spraying the shit in the sky. We're not up there controlling HAARP. This has got nothing to do with humans. Humans have existed on this planet for many years, and we haven't seen this kind of control of the weather as we're seeing now, because back then when humans were first on Earth, this kind of technology didn't exist. You have to remember that as well. The newspaper reported that judges and lawyers met to consider whether the judiciary should step in to try and enforce worldwide law limiting carbon emissions, seeing as the governments don't seem likely to agree how to do it. So I think a lot of this geoengineering that we're seeing and a lot of the chemtrails are they're also doing this to sort of rush in this carbon emissions that they want to be charging people for. The United Nations Climate Change Conference will be held at the end of the year in Paris, but critics say any treaty will fall short of limiting global temperature rise to more than 2 degrees Celsius from levels before we developed an industrial society. Now, scientists have already said that the weather hasn't changed as much as they'd first said it was going to. They've got a little poll here as well. Do you think denying climate change should be made illegal? Yes or no? Really? Keynote speaker at the meeting, Philippe Sands, QC, said courts could hold a top-level finding of fact to settle the scientific disputes once and for all, making it illegal for governments and corporations to question the agreed science. This could then give weight during negotiations and help compel governments to make the emissions reductions that are needed to halt global warming in its tracks, he said. And they've got another thing here. Should the court step in to try and halt climate change? Guys, this is ridiculous. Climate change is a hoax. Climate change is, from what I can see, just the use of technology that they have now, i.e. HAARP and geoengineering. These are the only two things at the moment that are changing our climate. And if you look at all the storms and everything that are happening, it's not normal for a storm to be going along on its normal path and then to see the storm just take a direct turn and hit a country. This can be done by using HAARP. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, then you do need to research these things and find out yourself what HAARP does. Take everything as what I'm saying is, you have to go and educate yourself. Listen to me and then go and find out yourself. Peace out.